Hello, my people. Hello. How you guys been? I've just been relaxing here, just waiting for a few people to come in and stuff. But I am going to talk about a few stuff that I've been wanting to talk about right now about what's happening to our planet and what's happening right now with our people. Because, guys, look, remember, guys, like we're heading to a time very soon that I can't put into words, to be quite honest, because it's gonna change everything you know. And I already see shit that's gonna happen that's gonna change so many people and scorn a lot of people that they might not, some of them might not come back from it. But I know this: the chosen ones will make it, and the people that are part of this planet will make it. The people that are part of Mother Cosmos, that are part of nature, are going to make it. The only difference is do not take that vaccine. Do not fucking take it. Alright? Take care of yourself, man. Don't listen to none of these shits that they're saying. Okay? They want you to fucking take it so you can actually fucking die. They want you to perish. For crying out loud, there's already people saying, there's already people that got the fucking shot and already feel sick. How is the shot that's supposed to make you feel better for a sickness that's out there making you sick and dying? Literally, yes, it's killing them. It's killing them. I even heard, I need to check this though. I even heard that probably it even killed a few kids. If that's fucking true, if that's 100% true, you mean to tell me you're going to inject that to your child? I know what's in there. I really do know. Yeah, I know what's in that vaccine. I actually researched it and shit. I think there's a video on here showing it. If not, there's pictures. You could probably find it in my picture thing. Just scroll it and it will find it. You can't miss it. It will say, the name, of the, yeah, just in case of Facebook and shit. But, it's, we, look, some of us, some of it, well, actually all of us are going to go back to what we were. And somebody comment on my YouTube video, and I might just put this in my YouTube video too. I don't know. But someone comment on my video saying that basically because back in the day we were male and female, and someone told me so basically you were transgender. I'll say no, because with trans you actually changing your sex. That's what it means, trans. I guess, right. I don't know, but we were both sexes, but we it wasn't called trans, at least there was no word like that. It was just androgynous. I think that's what it's called, half male and female. And some reptiles that live on this planet are like that, and even some evil beings are like that. You know, we have some people that say, oh, some of these evil beings have two sexes and shit. They can't. The thing is, this is what I found out. An incomplete being cannot reproduce and has two sexes that cannot reproduce. In a complete person, a complete being, can have two sexes and can reproduce. Why? Because it knows the duality of female and male, basically. That's why it came with us with twins back in the day with the nomos and everything like that. Two sets of twins, basically. So, and there were like four of them. you know. So it's just this big thing that's happened millions upon millions ago. Like, um, like a long time ago, when everything, like a long time ago when um, Big Amma Mama was just on the land, she got she got raped. She did. She got raped millions of years ago, and when she got raped by a being named, I believe, Hojo, but the thing is, his name is also Emma, mainly because Emma and Amma are the same being because she's first and he's second. He created the sun, he created the moon, and everything like that. And yes, these evil beings use the moon for their advantage. Kind of out loud, they use it for Saturn, and Saturn, in a way, is not supposed to do what it's supposed to do. Like the rings are not supposed to be there, from what I've heard. They're not supposed to be there. That's why the rings are disappearing. So, and yes, he basically kind of raped his ma in his way. So he did that, and when that happened, it fucked up the universe. Yeah, and other than that, I think Amu came. Actually, you know what? I won't fuck up the whole thing because I want to show you the video. Well, actually, let's see the video together. If you want, go to YouTube. We can watch the video together, and just put the Dogon tribe. You know, and I will pause just to like point stuff out and everything like that. So this is the creation story of
my favorite getaway,
the Dogon tribe.
Spread deep into.
Let me go back. It all started in Africa. We were everywhere though, obviously. The dragon creation. That's what Dogon means, dragon. If you didn't know.
God Amma was the first being in creation. He began working in...
God Amma was the first being in creation. So Amma Mama and Amma, remember, Amma Mama was first. There's a reason why everything's a female. Because she's the first. You know? This video shows that it shows the male that's first. But how's the male born without the woman? What came first, the chicken or the egg? You see? That's why in ancient times, we can reproduce by ourselves. So that means a long time ago, there was a chicken that reproduced by itself. Yeah. Most people, I thought of that too when I was a kid, but I didn't know it was 100% true. But it's funny how things work out that way. Knows that you were on your spiritual journey all this time, you know?
And created a large, round pot. This he heated to a white-hot temperature and sent it spinning off into the darkness. The heat and light spread deep into the darkness. This became the sun. Next he created another round pot. This he heated 1/4 at a time.
And I want you to pay attention too, because this is also not also the creation myth, it's also in a way sex. It's the creation of sex. It's literally the creation story is literally sex. Like they're telling you two beings are actually having sex. Like the sun and the moon that he's about to say, those are the genitals of the male, basically. And when he throws the clay, that's the sperm. You know? So stuff like that you gotta pay attention to, because there's other civilizations that will point out and hint more that the creation story is more of a sex thing. And that's why sex is really, a sacred thing in a way,
Sent it off to be the companion to the sun. While the sun shines brightly as long as it is day, the moon shines according to its 4 phases. Amma took a third lump of clay and flung it as far as he could. The clay broke off into thousands of pieces and formed a multitude of stars. He grabbed another large lump of clay and squeezed it into a long and flat object.
Now that right there, a lot of people want to be like, you see, the world's flat, the world's flat. I'm like, no, he made the object flat. He didn't made the land flat. You see, he made the clay flat. You see, you got to pay attention to the words that he's saying.
He grabbed another large lump of clay and squeezed it into a long and flat object.
Long flat object.
This he threw as far as he could. It settled to form the earth. Emma walked down to see his newest creation. He realized that the earth was a beautiful woman. Emma was lonely and immediately tried to rape her. The earth was protected by a termite hill. Emma cut it down with one stroke, and the earth was no longer safe from him. This violent attack upset the balance of the universe, and it would change the course of things forever. Instead of a set of lucky twins that Emma wanted, the earth gave birth to a single pale fox. The pale fox became a symbol of God's cruelty and difficulty. He scurried off to the dark corners of the earth to live alone.
Now, a lot of people are like, a fox? Guess what, though? It's not just a fox. It's a jackal. Most people will be like, what the fuck? Now, when you look up Anubis, it says a jackal. But yet, look at Seth. Or Seth, whatever you want to call him. He looks like more of a jackal. Why? Look, yes, his nose is more like crooked and all that, but he looks like some type of being that's like a jackal. But to be quite honest, that was Seth. That was Seth. If you look at the creation story, because this is, if you look at mostly all the creation stories, I don't know if I've seen all of them, but the ones that I have seen, they literally are linked, all of them. And they're basically, if you really think about it, they're literally chapters of a book that you actually can put together. You know? Some of them mention floods, and you'll be like, how is that the creation story if one creation story hasn't mentioned a flood in their creation story? You see, it's like chapters in a way, you know? It's like eventually that happened, you know? Because when those happen, a new world happened. Yes, you know? How many worlds did we had? Maybe 4 or 3? Maybe more. The thing is, I don't know how many times we've been in this loop. We're gonna find out, though. We're gonna find out. Maybe someone else. I mean, we've been like that for like 600 or 500 years, but we don't know how many times that loop has been happening. You know, that loop could be happening 1,000 times, and we never knew. You know, for like 600, 1,000 years, or 600 or 300 years. Oh no, you know, so just for an example, you know. So with the white fox, the white fox left. And the thing is with the whole creation story with Egypt, the same thing with the Nomos, because you're going to hear this too. Eventually, Set and his brother Osiris, they were born in his mother's womb. And so was his sister. But that was with Osiris. And supposedly in one of the ones I saw, Set was upset about this because he wanted her. And he was the oldest brother, I believe. So he was like, no, that's rightfully mine, you know. That's my, you know, that's supposed to be my wife, you know. and that didn't happen. He took her. From what I understand and understand and overstand. I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, please correct me if I'm wrong, because I did find So it's either Osiris or Set that is the older or younger brother. But moving on, they usually do that with Enki and Enlo. You see that? You see that? Um. So he got upset, and he got upset, and he did something. He got out of his mother's womb. If you read the Dogon story, and this fucked up the balance of the universe too. Moving on.
The Earth became pregnant with more children, this time 2 sets of twins. Each twin had both male and female elements. One of the twins broke out of the Earth early. He became the male god Yoruga.
Yeah, see? He broke out too early. Like Set. Set back got out too early. So it could be possible that that white fox is probably not Set at all. He could be. He still could be. I'm still trying to research more about that white fox of like who that deity really is, because I also heard that that deity literally owns this, literally made sure that women have menstrual cycles basically, and I'm just like, damn, what a dick, you know. So, and yeah, Big on my mama was not happy about that, you know, Mama Tiamat and shit. It's funny that she's not called Tiamat here. It's because it's just a different name. You know, you know how eventually names do get passed on by different goddesses, mainly because one is born, and then it's like, all right, you're gonna pay homage to this type of deity, or you're gonna be this deity, or you're the reincarnation of this deity. You know, it's different types, you know, but it's mostly the reincarnation. Usually, it's mostly that. Sometimes it is the title, but it's mostly the reincarnation. You know, not to say they don't do titles, but we do sometimes. You know, but moving on. So going back, yes, this is Set. Set got out of his mother's womb, and that was Hojo and Dogon story, and that was seen as blasphemy in the universe. It was seen in the universe, Big Mama, as a raping her. And he left and created our solar system. So the moon and the sun that you saw in the beginning of this video, or you heard from the beginning of this video, is not our original solar system. Because this being that came out, that was unperfect, because he didn't come out of his mother's vagina. He forced himself out. Meaning, he wasn't fully complete. He was half male and female. But he couldn't reproduce. You see? A lot of people always want to be like, okay, why are they male and female, but yet these people are male and female too? You know? Isn't the evil beings supposed to be like that? I'm like, they are. Some evil beings are like that. Why? Is because they're imperfect family. Yeah. That's how it is. You know? And it gets confusing sometimes because some of them have kids and you'd be like, aren't you not supposed to reproduce? And that's the whole thing of imbalance. But I think it's a whole genetic thing. Like, I think they spliced their DNA with something and then they cloned themselves. I think it's something like that. Not all of them did that though, because obviously we had beings that could reproduce, but they were not imperfect or anything like that, you know? So there's that.
Since Yoruga was born too early, he and his sister were imperfect. All of mankind is descended from these two beings, and after all the years and many generations of humans, they never became perfect.
In the normal story, when Hojo left when he burst out of his mother's egg and he left, guess what the goddess mother did? She killed her. She killed his mate. And out of her, she made the Sirius star system. So her babies can have a home to live in.
The other set of twins were the water spirits.
And these are us.
The pneumo.
These are us, man. Look at us, man. We're so fucking... I don't know, man. I just love looking at us. Like, we used to... Look at us, man. Some people might think that, oh, we look creepy and everything like that, but this is us, man. This is us. This is us, man. This is the perfect being right here. This is us. And we came out of freaking the Earth's womb, which, yeah, and the cosmic mother's womb, because this is the cosmic mother. This whole thing right here, they might say land and all that, but this really this is all cosmic. This is all cosmic. Because remember, like I told you before, the imperfect being that got out of the mother's womb before it was born left to make our solar system. You know, and you could look at the Dogon more story about it too, and I probably will put it too, and I'll show you. So
the pneumo were neither male nor female. They were half human and half fish, and had bright red eyes with long green bodies which glistened like water. Their tongues were forked like reptiles.
Fork like reptiles.
And their arms had no joints, so they could move them in any direction.
Yep.
The pneumo were perfect beings and went straight to heaven.
Yep.
They journeyed to the faraway star called Tolo, Sirius, and settled on its moon, the Tolo, or Deep Beginning, Sirius B. Their moon was pure white and heavier than all the lead in the world. Eventually, the pneumo returned to Earth in a vessel and came crashing down with fire and lightning. They created a lake and dove into the water. The pneumo taught man the sacred revelations that give order to the world. The first revelation is nature, which speaks through the rustling of grasses that cover the earth. The second revelation is order, symbolized by the weavings. Man is meant to live in communities and not live alone like the pale fox. The third revelation is that of the granary and the drum. The drum is to communicate, and the granary is what binds man to the earth. If all of these things are kept alive in man's thought, order is preserved, and man would flourish.
And that's it. Now, there's another creation story that I want to talk about that it kept, like every time something bad happened, they kept flooding the world and then went to a new one, kept flooding the world, kept going to a new one. When I saw that creation story, I'm just like, they're literally telling you this. And then eventually the story ends by, the person grabbing fire and then giving it to the people, which is the third eye, and that is probably most likely Osiris giving knowledge to the people, basically. Or you could just say the Nomos that you saw in that video coming down and giving knowledge to the people, you know. So there's that. That's one of the reasons why they said, oh, there's a serpent in the garden and everything like that, you know. So there's a lot of things that go with that, you know, because they like to talk about Osiris and us and everything, the Nomos and it's just, they grabbed so many things from that and just squished it together and everything like that. And some of that, they just scribble it, you know, that little meme and all that, they scribble it with fucking lies and shit too, and I'm just like, oh, God. So, let's look for another one. I got you guys, because this whole thing, with this whole, Dogon shit, it's really cool. It's really dope. And I highly recommend watching these and everything like that. Research what your people look like, guys, because even if you're an orc, research what they are, and you might be disappointed on them if you're an orc, but hey, it's better to know your species, yeah, pretty much, because I don't know, because it's just better off that way, because we need to know who we are, how are we going to grow? How are we going to move on? I don't know. Story. Let me see. Because I know there's one. We saw that one. I don't even know if I want to see that one because but still trying to find it, guys. Bear with me here. If I can't find it, that's fine. But it is a good one. Like that's why I still want to show it off with the weird shit that put on YouTube here. Still haven't completed the video that I had here. What video that I was talking about that was seeing. Look at the video of Normal when we roared. I haven't seen the whole thing of it, but you should see it. It's talked about by Robin Walker, and it came out October 2007. Well, it says October 2007, but it says it came out 4 years ago. So, but there's that. So there you go. If you want to look that up. So, come on, man. Oh yeah, and some of these things, these creation myths, I grabbed them and I'm putting them in my own video game and stuff because, I mean, why not? I mean, some video game designers, they do this anyway, so. And when I looked up hey, when you're a video game designer, what you need to know, basically, and it says, hey, you need to know everything. So, the Nomos and the Naga connection. I might just look at that later, just might look at that later because I don't want to give you guys false anything if someone's lying to you or anything like that. Because I'm like that sometimes. I think this is.
Whoa.
This is not it, but this is the closest one I guess we're ever going to get here.
Whoa. Chill. It's just a mask. See? Don't freak out. Greetings, surface dwellers. It is now time for me to take you deep, to the depths of the abyss, to impart upon you, and submerge you in, the four great truths, TMNT, the metaphysical Nomo teachings.
I remember watching this so many times.
My name is Marina, the Moorish mermaid. My race is originally from an all-water ocean world planet known to your Earth scientists as Gliese 1214J, which is 47 light years from Earth, and orbits the red dwarf sun star Gliese GJ 1214 in the constellation of Ophiuchus, the 13th astrological sign. We are descendants of the Nomo from Sirius, and we came to live in the waters of Earth thousands of years ago when Earth was an all-water planet with no dry land, and void and darkness moved upon the face of the deep. The Dogon people of Mali teach that out of the deep, dark, celestial waters, there were born 8 aquatic beings called the Nomo, TMNT, 4 males and 4 females, who were taught by their master named Amma. The 8 Nomo were combined into 4 pairs. 1. Nomo Daini, 2. Nomo Taiti 3. Nomo, and 4. Nomo Anagano. The Nomo came to Earth, and lived in the waters of Earth, and taught the ancestors of early humans. This is why sci-fi movies like the Gungans of Star Wars, the Dracs of Enemy Mine, and the Ninja Turtles, all depict reptilian amphibious aquatic beings to look like black people, because there is in fact a connection. It is said that the word Nomo means, to make one drink, as drinking is a metaphor for receiving the knowledge of the Nomo. This is why many UFOs descend into the waters of Earth to become USOs. short for unidentified submerged objects, which are aquatic extraterrestrials visiting the submerged maritime cities of Atlantis, Lemuria, and Mu. In ancient Egypt, the Nomo were known as the Ogdoad, or Kiminu, just like the all-water world named Kamino in Star Wars Episode 2. The Kiminu were 4 male and 4 female amphibious reptilian beings, who were born out of the muck and mire of the primordial abyss, symbolized by the sewer or the ooze. They were taught by their master named Tahuti, he who teaches writing with the pen. The 8 Octoad were combined into 4 pairs, TMNT, representing the principles of nothingness, darkness, endlessness, and invisibility, principles of ninjutsu. The Yoruba of Nigeria continued the teachings with the 7 African powers, the 7 Orishas, Obatala, Yemaya, Ogun, Oya, Shango, Oshun, Elaba, plus Shango's other wife Oba makes 8, 4 males and 4 females, TMNT, who fall under the Supreme Master Deity Oludumare. In the Ifa system, cowrie shells are used in divination to provide one with knowledge, wisdom, and guidance. The 16 primary odas of Ifa combine to make 256, or 4 to the 4th power. The divination tray, called the Opon Ifa, consists of 4 directional energies: Ocean, yellow, representing east; Ogun, green, representing south; Elaba, black, representing west; and Obatala, white, representing north. The TMNT teachings continued in China with Fu Shi, also known as Su Yi, who reigned during the mid-29th century BCE, and was the first of the 3 sovereigns of ancient China. According to legend, the land was swept by a great flood, and only Fu Shi and his sister Nuwa survived. They sought refuge on top of the Kunlun mountain, where they prayed to heaven for a sign. Just then, a reptilian being, a turtle, emerged from the waters, with the 8 trigrams of the I Ching arranged on his shell. The 8 trigrams of the I Ching surround the yin and yang symbol, which is similar to the Ji and Yame symbol of Gone West Africa, which represents duality in nature, like Potolo and Mmayatolo, the binary stars of the Sirius constellation, which are recognized by the Dogon people of Mali, West Africa, as the birthplace of the Nomo. This turtle who brought Fu Shi the I Ching also taught Fu Shi the wisdom of calligraphy and writing. Fu Shi in turn then taught humans the I Ching and writing that he learned from the turtle. Fu Shi was one of 4 Shi who took part in creating the world, along with Yusheo Shi, Swiren Shi, and Shun Shi. In humans, these principles manifest as the 4 archetypes, the 4 temperaments, the 4 humors, the 4 fundamental personality types, which are 1. Sanguine, who are courageous; 2. Choleric, who are easily angered; 3. Melancholic, who are analytical; and 4. Phlegmatic, who are easygoing. They are represented by the colors red, yellow, purple, and blue. They are related to the 4 classical fundamental elements of air, fire, earth, and water. These teachings have become part of the Freemasonic Ancient and Honorable Order of Turtles, and are guarded by the Order's Supreme Imperial Grand Turtle Master. This is why Turtle Island is the secret name of the landmass of the United States of America. Are you a turtle? You bet your sweet ass I am. Now take a drink.
And that's it. I wonder if there's more from this YouTube channel, because I know there was a YouTube channel that had stuff like this. Oh, I think this is it. Like, they have so many stuff here. Sorry, I'm yawning here. It's like 3 something at night. But yeah, that's really it. Probably could show you more, which I will, but it's late, guys. I'm tired right now. I had a long day today. But that's really it. Tell me what you guys think down below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Well, when this is on YouTube, whenever I put it on YouTube, if you're new and stuff. If I don't put it on YouTube, well, share this video on Facebook and stuff, you know, because this is very important, and a lot of all people need to know. A lot of all so-called black people and so-called Afro-Hispanic people, we need to know this, because we are not black or Hispanic. We are Nagas. We are Nomos. We are cosmic beings. We are plasma beings. Alright? So, and we need to remember that you used to be gods and goddesses. That's the only way for you to know that you used to be a god. You can't automatically just be like, oh, I'm a god now. No. You have to meditate. You have to take care of yourself. You know? And run thyself. So, I'll see you guys. Be safe.